Hello students, this is our second class of second chapter. Today we shall discuss potential due to an electric dipole. Okay, here you look, here is the dipole, plus q, it is minus q. This is the random point P where we want to find out the potential due to this dipole. As usual, the point P is at a distance r from the center of the dipole, and r1 is the distance from plus q and r2 is the distance from minus q. To find out the potential at this point P, what we have to do is just find out potential due to plus q at this point P and potential due to this minus q at point P. Just add them up, then it will be the final result. Here you look, V is equal to V1 plus V2. V1 is nothing but potential due to plus q, q by 4 pi epsilon naught R1. V2 is nothing but potential due to minus q by 4 pi epsilon naught R2. Total becomes q by 4 pi epsilon naught whole into 1 by R1 minus 1 by R2. Okay. Now, here the 1 by R1 and 1 by R2, here it is given, but R1 and R2 are not given. We have assumed R1 is the distance here, R2 is the distance here. We have assumed it. It is not given. What is given? Given is only R, this theta, this A. This theta could also be not given. Okay. Now, since R1 and R2 are unknown, we have to replace them by some known quantities. Here you look, by geometry, R1 is equal to R minus A. How? By vector addition principle, vector A plus vector R1 is equal to vector R. A plus R1 is equal to R. A plus R1 is equal to R. Alternatively, R1 is equal to R minus A. So R1 square is equal to R square plus A square plus 2RA cos 180 minus theta. Why 180 minus theta? Because this is minus sign. You can alternatively write here minus 2RA cos theta. So R square plus A square minus 2RA cos theta. Similarly, R2 square will become R square plus A square plus 2AR cos theta. Here it is R2. I am not going for this process again. Just simply writing down R square plus A square. Sorry, R2 square is equal to R square plus A square plus 2AR cos theta. Now, in equation 1, we need some simplification. What is that? Look, R1 square is equal to R square. Here it is. Here is the equation 1. R square plus A square minus 2RA cos theta. Take R square, come on, from every point, every term. If you take R square outside, 1 plus A square by R square minus 2AR by cos theta. It will be the term inside the bracket. Then similarly, from equation 2, if you take R square common, it will become 1 plus A square by R square plus 2A by R cos theta. In both these cases, if you take R to be very, very greater than A, what is that? As usual, I have said, the distance of the point P is very large in comparison to the dimension of the dipole. That is, R is very, very greater in comparison to this A. Then what will happen? Then you can look, the middle term here, it will vanish in both these equations. Okay. Now the resulting equation will be, after vanishing the middle term, the resulting terms will be like this. Okay. From these two equations, here we are getting R1 square, here it is R2 square. Just take the root over on both sides and make the reciprocal on both sides again. It will become 1 by R1, 1 by R minus 1 by 2 power. That means 1 by root over of something. The step is, first take the root over on both sides, then take the reciprocal on both sides. The resulting terms will be like this. Here is the main important point, that is, here we can expand this expression in binomial theorem. to explain what the binomial theorem is, it is beyond the scope of this video, so I will explain it at some point later on. For the moment, I am just saying how it is. First term will be NC0. NC0 means C is combination, N is the power, that is minus half C0. NC0 is always 1, that's why 1 here, plus NC1 is always half, sorry, N. NC1 is always N. N is here minus half. Here minus half is not written, so I am writing here NC1 is N, that's why N is minus half. NC1 X. What is X here? In binomial theorem there are two terms inside the bracket. One is 1, another one is X. Here X is nothing but minus 2a cos theta by r. So I will write here X, that is minus 2a cos theta by r. Okay, now minus minus gets cancelled, 2 also gets cancelled, total becomes a cos theta by r. Okay, now you look, first term is 1, second term is a cos theta by r. Okay, similarly applying binomial theorem, the second term, that is 1 by r2, will become like this. Okay, now we have already got 1 by r1 and 1 by r2 as well. Simply put these two values in our first equation, that is v is equal to q by 4 pi epsilon naught 1 by r1 minus 1 by r2. Here it is the 1 by r1 minus 1 by r2. If you go for simplification, inside the bracket 1 by r will cancel out, plus 1 by r minus 1 by r, then remaining term is a cos theta by r square, a cos theta by r square. Total becomes 2a cos theta by r square, 2qa cos theta by 4 pi epsilon naught r square, 2qa cos theta by 4 pi epsilon naught r square. We already know 2qa is nothing but magnitude of the dipole moment, that is p. So p cos theta by 4 pi epsilon naught r square, p cos theta by 4 pi epsilon naught r square. Here p cos theta I can simply write p into 1 into cos theta. 1 is nothing but magnitude of this r cap, p dot r cap by 4 pi epsilon naught r square. This term is rarely used. This is the actual formula. Potential at any random point is p cos theta by 4 pi epsilon naught r square, where r is the distance of that random point from the center of the dipole. Okay. Now we shall look to special cases. First special case is if theta is equal to 0. If theta is equal to 0, then what happens? Here you look. If theta is 0, then the p will be on this axis. That means axial point. Okay. So if you apply theta to the equation, that is p cos theta by 4 pi epsilon naught r square, cos 0 will be 1, so it will simply become p by 4 pi epsilon naught r square. Again special case 2, that is theta is equal to 90 degree. If theta becomes 90 degree, then if this is 90 degree, the point will be on the equatorial plane, that is equatorial point. And if you apply this 90 degree, then p cos 90 degree by 4 pi epsilon naught r square, cos 90 is 0, so it is 0. So potential at any point on the equatorial plane is 0. We can intuitively check it also. You look here. If the point P is on this plane, at any random position, its distance from plus q will be equal to distance from minus q. Due to its position symmetry, potential due to plus q here will be exactly negative of potential of minus q here, and they will cancel each other. That's why it is 0 everywhere. So much for today. Thank you.